It's a Monday thing. Good morning, YouTube. I am getting up in about, slept in today, didn't wake up till 5. So it's pretty good. You know how us people go. We're just weirdos. We wake up at 3 a.m. I don't know. There's some weird energies in the air today. Just some, I'm hearing unrest. I'm hearing melancholy. That's a word that came through. And also, again, they're saying love. Love conquers all, right? So in the midst of what they're showing me is every kind of like warm, in the midst of the chaos, there's usually a depiction of the love story, right? It's all about the love. What gets us through everything? Love. I remember going through some of the toughest things in my life, and one of the things that got me through was knowing I was still desirable, right? Love. Love. Love conquers all. It's part of the message today. What kind of love? Does love force people to do things? No. Again, evaluate love. Love is a feeling. Love is not a word. Back to the words. Words are non-existent in reality. We create them to express things. Okay? So don't focus on the word itself. Focus on the vibrations the words bring about. Melancholy. What vibration does that one bring about? Kind of somber. I always think of Eeyore. Okay, I gotta go find my tail. But it is kind of in the air. And then I look out the window and it's very gloomy. Although it's only, 6:20 a.m. But that's been happening lately. More moisture in the air like we've never really had before here. So there's a lot of gloomy days lately. But they're not really gloomy. It's like we need it. I feel like it's a change in weather, accompanies the change in perspectives, accompanies a change in energetic form within the world. If that makes sense at all. So I'm going to tap into what our Monday has in store for us as I drink my morning coffee. I woke up, how do I explain this? The message that I'm getting is deep, like it's layered, right? So it's going to be slightly different for everybody, and that's what's hard. But right now, within the world and within the energies at play, it is super important for everybody to stand in their convictions, okay? What you truly believe at your core, not what Phil believes next door, your next door neighbor, or not what your parents tell you to believe because they tell you to believe it, or not what your job is trying to force you to do, which has been my experience. I'm older now, I'm wiser. You know, I know not to put myself in a position where I'm not going to function properly. Where in my younger years, I may have allowed them to manipulate me into the point where I would just quit, right? Because homie don't play that way. That's how I've always been. I always get what I wanted. And the moment I didn't like something, I was out. Not trying to do that now. I'm older, I'm wiser. However, I will not allow manipulation to occur, okay? And so that's part of the message. Stand in your convictions. They're telling me the same thing. Be strong in what you believe. Be firm in your values and truths. No matter who's questioning it, no matter what's going on in the world outside around you. Super important right now. I feel like it's going to be very important in the coming days, they're also saying, okay? So whatever is coming within the world, we all know it. Astrology has said it, and everybody's like, oh, it didn't happen like they said. Just because astrology saw it doesn't mean it was going to happen that day. You guys got to remember. If you look at my videos, I've had predictions about a year out. Okay? Like the one was a year out. It was just about exactly a year out. So be mindful of that. The things that we hear, the things that we see, the things that we know in the heart of heart that are changing. You can't really escape them. But it's super important to be strong in your convictions. Who are you? What do you believe in? Stand tall, stand proud. It's not time to be questioning your own values and morals, and if you are, do it quickly. Get to your solid ground. Because here's the thing, if you don't believe in something, you're susceptible to believing in anything. Okay? Let's see what else they're saying. This is interesting. So I heard the word omnipresent. Omnipresent. Now, if I go off of the vibration I feel when I get that word, omnipresent, what I feel like it means is to be present in every aspect of self today. Like, try not to be in la-la land. And I'm seeing fives again, you guys. I've been being hit with fives like crazy. And the other day I had a crow squawking at me, like so much, just squawking at me, following me from window to window. All very much so signs that something's coming. So that's that. But let me omnipresent. Widespread. Okay. So that's the definition. See, I get a different feeling from it. So what I meant is that our presence needs to be everywhere. We need to be alert, okay? You need to be awake to the world around you, and you need to be alert. And that's what I'm feeling that they're meaning by using this word omnipresent. And then the dictionary, or the adjective, the definition for it is widely or constantly encountered, common or widespread. So kind of God, present everywhere at the same time. And that's not a coincidence. Of God, that shows me right there. Present everywhere at the same time. So, okay. And what did I do? I just went off vibration of the word. I didn't really know the definition of omnipresent. I don't use it all the time. So that's pretty awesome. It's super important to be omnipresent. Present everywhere, aware of yourself in every aspect, aware of who you are. Even if you don't know who you are, you know what you can feel good with in this moment. What are you comfortable with going to bed with at night? Not necessarily who, although that's important too, right? Don't wake up to somebody you're not comfortable being with anymore, by the way. But, you know, it's super important to be omnipresent right now. Be present everywhere, okay? Have your eyes open. Have your sensors open. Not in expectation. Not, I know what's coming. Not, oh, let's just don't do anything. Just be omnipresent. Be present everywhere. Be open to anything, okay? That's the message for today. Let's see what the cards say. Omnipresent, open to anything, right? So I can't just assume anything either, okay? I have to be omnipresent and open to anything. Alright, and I'm just pulling the cards. This one. Okay. This is interesting. Very much so interesting. Okay, so the first one we have is 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay, 4th chakra. Ooh, let me show you a little bit. Archangel Raphael. Okay, this is your heart chakra. Raphael, he's all about that emerald green, that healing support of love and light. Ever omnipresence, I'm hearing again. Very much so representative of omnipresence. In order to be omnipresent, have your heart open, okay, first of all. Love conquers all. I'm hearing that as well in this one, okay. 8 and 3 is 11. Ascension. Thought processes, very important. Be open. Be open to receive love. Be open to give love, even if in unexpected ways, okay. Be omnipresent. Be well aware of your mind, your body, and your soul, okay. Come from a place of love rather than a place of existence and judgment, okay. Then we have rest and rejuvenate. Rest and rejuvenate. Very important to be meditating, okay. When your forehead's tingling, what do you do with it? If you're a lucky one that has a forehead tingle in a random moment like I do, what do you do with it? Do you stop, drop, and roll? Or do you just ignore it and go, oh, cool, and move on? It's probably a message, okay. Super important to constantly tune in, constantly stop the mind. And I'm really drawn to number 9, like growing in spirituality. Rising in ascension, you must tune in to do so, okay? It's like DK once said, I heard him say, it's like, yes, things are coming in, but you have to be proactive in receiving them, okay? Same thing, if you're not resting, like if you did the guided meditation and you're like, oh, that's it, either nothing happened or that was cool, that's all I get, you're wrong. The more you tune in and rest and rejuvenate throughout, the more you receive throughout. These things that I do are continual. They're lifelong changing for you. They don't really stop unless you stop them, okay? Super important to rest and rejuvenate in order to keep the processes going, in order to be omnipresent. Then this one's interesting, okay? We have broken heart. Broken heart. Some of us might be dealing with a broken heart. Some of us still have residual broken hearts. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. And then again, here's a number 9. All right, so it's time to get to healing some of these broken hearts. I don't necessarily feel like there's broken hearts coming forward in a mass level. I feel like somebody might be ending something. Okay, so I am hearing that, and it may not be the way you wanted it to end. But I feel like something's coming to an end for somebody that is absolutely present here. And it may not be the way you wanted it to end. But I'm also hearing there is a lot of broken heart stuff going around. So how can we be omnipresent and receive if we're afraid to tap into a certain place in our heart space because all of a sudden we have a memory come up that brings us to weakness and tears? Right? Like my dog, for instance. If I start to think about him, it hurts so bad. I'm like, I don't want to. I want to think about something else. And I'll change the subject in my heart and in my mind. And Spirit is saying, no. It is time to dive deep into the brokenhearted in order to be omnipresent and open, because love conquers all. You must be willing to receive the new higher lights of love. The new incoming light codes of love, okay? So be mindful of where your heart is. Can you receive love? Let's heal with the broken hearts. Shoot, right? Even I've got some. I'm sure we've all got something in there that needs our attention, our love, that needs our omnipresence. Pay attention and make sure you are integrating, okay? Rest and rejuvenating, connecting with Source. In silence. The only place to connect with Source is within you and in silence. That's what meditation is. It's calming everything and letting things be. That's surrendering. That's surrendering, you guys. Once you can surrender, things can flow. Your expectations are gone. Miracles happen. Then you have great stories you can tell. Like one time for me, I went into meditation and all of a sudden I start walking through this jungle. All of a sudden I start seeing eyes piercing through the tree line, And it's not human, it's an animal. And then all of a sudden it was my Black Panther, my spirit, my life spirit animal. And then all of a sudden we meet and we're dancing and crying. And this was after the deepest heart healing I had had with my mother. Like, crazy things happen, but they didn't happen with me going, that's going to happen, I had no idea, right? So you must surrender to the source. Go in with no expectation and allow spirit to be your guide, to be your map, to be the one. Okay? Does that make sense? So this card went flying out, and at first I thought it was an accident, but I'm going to bring it forth anyways because they're saying to, which is funny because I pulled it yesterday too. I mean, I was shuffling, that's how it flew out eventually. But it's blessings, all right? So I'm going to bring that up here. Blessings. Beware of the blessings that are always around, even in the gentlest whisper, even on the softest, unfirm ground. Do you understand? Can you find blessings of source? Okay. Blessings can be blocked with a broken heart. Right? Be mindful. Best place to heal a broken heart is surrendering and allowing the omnipresence. You must see it, feel it, experience it to release it. Can't bury it anymore. Okay? Oh, that's just what I said too, right? Make sure you are healing. Make sure you are creating space for the healing to occur. Make sure you are setting that intention that I am going to tap in, I'm going to be omnipresent, and I'm going to heal this now. I'm going to allow the tears to flow. I'm going to allow the pain to be felt. I'm going to dive in, and we're going to heal it. Okay? Be omnipresent within and without. But be omnipresent with your heart's desires as well. Okay, not in fears, not in, oh God, look what's happening, not in, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of people are dying, those kinds of things. Okay, we're done with that one. Now we're going to go to the fairy deck, see what they have to say for today. See that melancholy, it's really in the air, it really is, but it's super important to be omnipresent, super important to be tapping in. Deal with our heartaches that are at hand. Any heartache, any disappointment, anything that shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? All of them. Deal with them. Let them go. Throw them in the vortex. This one's cool. I like this card a lot. I haven't pulled it yet. And again, it's a number 9 if you add them together. 3 and 6 is 9. So this is ascension growth, you guys. That's what it's all about. Bubble Rider. Okay. This is so awesome to me. Bubble Rider, what is this telling you to do? This is telling you to get on that bubble and ride, even though it has no stem, even though it has no ground, even though you don't know where you're going to land. Right? Omnipresent, surrender, trust, blessings are at hand. But you have to be willing sometimes to ride the unknown bubble, right? To not have all the answers. Surrendering. Again, you never know what's coming. Don't assume you do at any given moment. The moment you try to control things, the moment energy gets mucked up. Okay? Generally speaking, you're safe, you're protected, you're guided, you're where you're supposed to be at all given times and moments. You always have a choice at any given moment in time. Okay, keep that in mind. Do you choose to ride the bubble and know that you're going to be guided and loved and protected and end up where you're supposed to end up, regardless of where that might be? Regardless of how many airwaves you might catch on and how much further you may have gone than you had wanted to go or anticipated to go? Anticipation. There's another word. Anticipation. Ooh, Spirit said that's a good word to digest, to chew up, to dissolve. Anticipation. Okay? Be a bubble rider. Ride your wildest dreams without having the answers, without fear, and enjoy it just like a child, just like children do. You guys, that's what kids do. Kids don't get on it and go, oh my gosh, this is going to happen to me. Oh my gosh, this might happen to me. Oh my gosh, I got to pay my bills. Oh my gosh, I got to do this. Kids go, I want this, and whoo, I'm out. I'm going to go get it. I don't care. Ooh, they create their reality moment to moment. It's exactly what that one is telling you to do. Okay? Create your reality moment to moment every day, not just today. Always create your reality moment to moment. Move around the energy, adjust the energy, like, oop, I caused a snafu in the energy flow. I'm going to repair it. I'm going to draw the energy in, dance right back around. Even though there's no bottom to that bubble, you have more control than you think you do. Okay, be a bubble rider. Be open to healing. Be open to connecting to self, surrendering to source, being omnipresent. Opening your heart space and healing any broken hearts. I've still got some in me as well. Okay? Even though I'm like, whoo, I did all this healing, I'm tough, I'm good to go. No. There's always something. Now I can go deeper, right? Just like Shrek. Deeper layers. Excuse me. Onions have layers. People have layers. Okay? Emotions have layers. Life experiences don't just happen in a short amount of time and then it's easy to unpack them all. How old are you? Like, how many life experiences have you had? That's how much unpacking you're going to have to do. And there's even stuff where we didn't think it was stuff. You know? So be mindful. Ooh. This one's pretty. I like it, the energy of this one. I'm hearing proposal with this one. But devotion. Be devoted. Be devoted to love. Hopelessly devoted to you, right? Hopelessly devoted. Being devoted means I'm committed to you and I'm not going to let anything stand in that way, okay? This goes with everything else I have pulled here today, all right? Bubble rider, ride the bubble. Be devoted to the aspect of the commitment to source, to self, to each other. All right, that's what I'm hearing here. Whether or not you're going to have a proposal coming, whether or not you have, I'm hearing a new relationship's coming. Somebody has somebody popping up soon. I'm hearing a couple of those, okay? So be open to that. If you've been asking, they're coming. But be devoted to it. Be devoted to the newness. Allow this one to be new, right? So don't compare. I'm hearing as well, okay? 2 and 1 is 3, so you're going to create that reality. So don't compare. Allow it to be a fresh slate, but be devoted to your heart space. Be devoted to the joy it creates, okay? Does that make sense? And be open. And look at the colors actually match today. So it's in our root chakra and our sacral chakra. In our heart space, be omnipresent, be open to change, be connecting, be open to the blessings that are coming through in love and light. Love conquers all, okay? Love conquers all. Be devoted to new. Be devoted to having what your heart desires. If you've done the healing, it's not going to be the same. Do you understand? You can't, once you do the healing, once you recognize things, once you move forward, generally speaking, you don't go backwards and call in the same dude, okay? So don't assume that it's going to be the same. It's kind of a clunky message, but don't assume he's going to be the same. This one's going to be new. More in alignment with the higher vibration of you, okay? And also be omnipresent. That word is very much so sticking out today. So think about it throughout your day. Omnipresent. Allow it to flow through your air. Allow it to flow through your energy. Check in and be aware of, am I omnipresent? Have I been omnipresent? Am I hiding from heartache? Be very aware of what's going on and be willing to stand in your convictions. Okay? That is the message for this Monday, May 17th, going forward. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to stand in my convictions, my truth. I'm going to be omnipresent, which means I'm going to try to understand every aspect as best as I can. Stand in love, right? Make space for Raphael. He's a healer. Think of it that way. He comes through and he brings that healing light into your heart space, okay? And so that's what he's asking you guys to do. Heal every aspect of love. Heal every aspect of the brokenness of love, either within you or within others. So if you can spread love in any way, he's asking you to do so. He's asking you to spread the kindness, spread the love, to heal the aspect of the brokenness of source within the collective. Does that make sense? You can see it everywhere. And so where people are hurting, just throw love. Well, I'm just here to tell you that I love you today. Okay? I'm just here to tell you that I think you're beautiful, no matter what is going on around you, within you, or to you. I'm here to tell you that we're all going to be okay. Whatever it is that is needed. Tune in. Be omnipresent with self and with others and with source. And let's bring in the higher lights of love. Make space for all the blessings that are coming, but it's not just for us. We want to share those. So that's what this one's also saying. Okay? Share those blessings. Ride the bubble without all the answers. Okay? Being omnipresent doesn't mean you're stuck going, well, what if, what if, what if? Can you be omnipresent in the what ifs? No. You're stuck in the what ifs. Understand? The only way to be omnipresent is truly if you are here, meditating, connecting to source, connecting to silence. Then and only then can you be omnipresent. Okay? All right. So much love to all of you. I really love those cards, the messages today, the words. Words are so made up, but they have become powerful because we give them this power. And as we do this, just know that we are eliminating their power and their control over our existence. And everything truly is what we make of it, right? So ride that bubble. Have a great day, you guys. Have a great Monday. Stay safe. Be omnipresent no matter what is happening. Stay strong in your convictions. And love conquers all. Bye. Till next time. See ya.